Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a great day today. It was a little slow. The market is resting a little bit. I'm not saying that it's getting ready to roll over and pull back. I'm saying the market's resting. The market has to rest. And sometimes that rest, watching what's happening when the market's resting, the technical analysis will tell you, is it resting to go higher or is it resting to likely go lower? I mean, it's not 100%, but it's right most of the time. And that's all we look for in trading, is what's right most of the time. So the market is resting. We're not getting the big aggressive moves that we were used to. So we saw it yesterday when we had a slew of base hits. Now the 4 or 5 base hits we had, equaled out to over $2,000. Base hits aren't bad. You start building them up, playing small ball, you'd be surprised, where you end up. So today it was even a little bit more challenging, and we'll go over our recaps today, but I only had a couple of base hits, and the market just kind of settled into an untradeable range for me. So let's look at Tesla here. Here's a 5-minute opening range high. So I bought it on the break, got the first target, it pulled back, stopped me out at break even. Meta, another base hit, 5-minute opening range breakout, and I could have gotten in here, but I did, hold it a little. I think I was looking at something else and I caught this late, so I got in it a little bit late, but we did get a base hit on this. We did pull back a couple times, but guess what? You can't let this scare you. If you're continuing to get stopped out on this type of price action, you will never ever be profitable. You cannot allow this stuff to stop you out. You got to be able to read the chart, understand technical analysis. This stock is still trending up. Okay, it's still trending up. We did not confirm losing the 9 moving average. We're still trending. Sometimes you just have to wait. But guess what? The big guys are cleaning the weak traders' clocks. And we can't be weak. You cannot be weak anymore. So here's the move. We got the first target, then it pulled back, stopped us out at break even. And honestly, those were the only 2 base hits that I had today. You could see, here's the opening range low. This is the opening range high. This is the intraday channel. I'm not trading in here because look at all of the garbage that's in here. Yeah, this thing sold off and made a really good move. This sold off and just went through all of this. I'm not going to trade into all of that. That just makes no sense to me. I can wait and get a cleaner trade that I have more conviction that it's going to actually work than to sit here and trade through this. That's just me. All right, so that's the 2 base hits I've got. Now you ready for the $3,700 earnings trade. Earnings are back in play for us. We wait for this every quarter, and we have about a good 4 or 5 weeks that we could get some decent earnings trades, and then we have to sit and wait for the next one to hit and just kind of take the stuff from the market as it comes. So Netflix, we went through this completely today at lunch when I went back over the process for aftermarket earnings. We're going to talk about pre-market earnings tomorrow during the pre-market. But, we went through this and I showed you how we get our targets. It's my favorite tool. This is FinViz. Okay, favorite tool. Cost me about $35 a month. All right, and guess what? It saved me. I was paying almost $400 a month for a scanner and an option scanner and a regular, live scanner. I don't use a live scanner. I haven't used it in years. So why was I paying for it? Cut it. Netflix has the option chain now. So I don't need to pay almost $200 for an option scanner. I don't need it. Okay, my biggest expense right now is my Benzinga Pro. And believe me, it is worth every penny. Okay, my monthly fees for my trading are less than $400, and that's counting my DOS. Now, obviously, I get a discount because it's connected. I got them connected to several accounts, so DOS gives me a discount, but still, it's under $400. It's unreal considering what I used to spend. But enough about FinViz is really, really good. Gives me everything that I need. So with Netflix, we talked about today, intraday, getting over the 503 or running up to the 503 level going into the close. We saw a lot of call activity at the $500 dollar mark. So I was thinking between 500 and 503 intraday, and then if it gaps up, we've got big time opportunity, really all the way up to 550. And then going short, I didn't really like it because we had the 50-day here. We had several daily levels. I mean, here's a daily level right here that I didn't mark. Right. Shoot, hold on. I don't like that. Didn't mean to do that. Right, we've got a level right there. So there was a lot of stuff to the downside, but it was still tradable. We still had little windows of opportunity, but it was going to be a little bit choppier versus, trying to go long. So how did I get my price points when we don't have any daily resistance up ahead? I used the option chain. Remember I told you all the way up to 550, we had some pretty good activity here. Look, even 560. Look at the open interest on 560. And all of these are calls expiring on Friday. So I saw most of the money being put on the stock to the long side versus, to the short side. So you're going to see some on the short side because you have, big guys hedging. So, but I'm looking here, and my first look is going to be to the long side. It's to the long side. So that's where, and I started looking at where do we have these pockets of open interest and big time volume. Here's 500. This is why I thought we would get to 500 today, intraday. Then we've got 510, 515, not a whole lot, but then you got 520, 525, 530, 535, 540, and then 550, you got a big hit, and then 560. I knew we weren't going to get to 550. I was looking at 530 on earnings announcement, and then potentially 550, 560 by the end of the week. That's the potential. But this is where we got our targets, and this is how I knew exactly where I wanted to go with my profit targets. Now, yeah, this thing popped up and it tapped 530. This candle at one point killed my whole trading range, but it pulled back and it gave me $11, $12 candle where, look, if that's all I could get, I would take it, because you're talking about a couple grand. But we got the move. We got it on the break of the high of the body of the announcement candle. We got it. Hit our profit targets. Now here we pulled back a little bit. I still had a little piece left on, and as we came back and took out the high of this wick, which is the 5-minute announcement candle, I added back, and we got 535. Another price where we had a big pocket, and unfortunately, that's about as far as we got. But it's $5 more than what I thought I would get, which is really good. And then when we came back and lost the 9, I went ahead and took it off. But it did fight its way back up toward 535. As long as we don't get a gap up into 540, I think we'll be good tomorrow. But if we get a gap up and we run the 550 pre-market, I just don't see a trade intraday on this. But that is what we do. If you're interested in trading these, this is a $3,700 aftermarket earnings trade, and this isn't abnormal. Okay, we look for big numbers like this. I can't even tell you the old strategy that I have, where I buy prior to the stock breaking out. Is one I'm practicing. I think is back. It kind of went away when COVID hit. I'm practicing that in the sim. Man, I'm telling you, this was an amazing move. If I had done this live, I can't tell you how amazing that would be. So if you were with me a couple years ago, and when I was taking these trades, it would have blown your mind. And so if this thing continues, I will bring it over live, and then we'll be able to trade these inside the room. And, we can enhance our earnings, the profit on our earnings trades. So we're off to a good start. Guys, if you want to learn this, if you want to learn how to execute, doesn't matter what strategies you trade. If you have trouble staying in trades, if you're not able to get and reach the maximum potential of your trades, if you're not able to execute right, that's what I help traders do. That's my specialty. Yeah, if you want to learn a simple, straight up strategy where you can make really good money, then yeah, I can teach you that too. But if you really love your strategies, if you really love trading options or futures or whatever, but you just can't stay in the trade, come check me out. That's what I do. ed@averagejoetrader.org. So you guys have a great rest of the evening, and I will catch you later.